Mort?
Nope.
Okay. Mort, you're flying into the wilderness as the train is. As the train
Mort
is.
Edwards, right.
As the
His plan is to just follow the tracks back.
He's gonna walk
He's
back
got
to town.
survival. He's got survival. He's like, I get fucking fine.
All right, so Mort left the train. The soldiers don't like this. You can see they all go running. There are a couple of other shots that are nowhere near where you are. Like, you just hear a couple more musket shots go off.
I was about to tell you that he is more comfortable with us around, especially because of the doppelgangers and...
Ghost says, "Shut the fuck up." In Imperial common. We don't know that asshole.
Okay, the Imperials don't look happy that the prisoner had just run off. We should have secured his wings. You knew he was gonna do that.
I didn't know, but I would have secured his wings.
No, nobody knows.
Well, like you're never wrong though. So
The Nezumi are saying, a junker in Nezumi is going, "Even said I've got fucking wings. They can't do what I could do. I've got 3 arms and wings. I'm better than they are. Like, fuck you." That was how he introduced himself.
How do you know
Ghost
this?
says, "Shut the fuck up."
How do the 5 of you know this creature?
oh, he's well, we hired him initially for protection. Seems we will need a new guardian.
Give me a bluff.
$50.
Okay, there's a very long conversation that happens in several pieces over the rest of your train journey. Barnabus keeps on feeding them things they want to hear, and plausibly denies having any dealings with Mort beyond, "It was unfortunate. We didn't know we were hiring a fugitive or someone who was wanted. We had nothing to do with his deeds that caused him to be wanted in the protectorate of the Elsier Vale." Apparently, that's where the
warrant.
where the warrant is.
Okay.
Technically, he doesn't have a warrant in Foundry, and the lands that Foundry controls.
These are soldiers. They're not limited by that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're annoyed, and eventually you wear them down through your answers and evasion. That your names end up in a report. They do look at all of your documentation in your papers, and when you arrive at Foundry 12 hours after boarding the train in Haxbridge, you sit on the platform for a good half hour, almost an hour, before finally they let you they undo your manacles, at least for Ghost, Junker, Grakkel, and Chaga, and escort you to your room to collect your things.
Is there a way to get from one cart to the next?
Where do the treasures of war fall in this scenario?
Okay, so the conductor is there. There are two foot soldiers, 2 musketeers, and they wait outside the chamber. You guys can definitely close the door. It's not what they're expecting, but
Okay. the soldiers are all still on the train, right?
Yeah, they've started moving things off the train. Like
They started moving the bodies.
they have not moved the bodies. There are
They-
there are still 2 Imperial musketeers that look like they're guarding this train,
All right.
and then
Where
2
is
outside your
Cutty
door.
Where's the cutting guy?
The cutting guy.
The guy who likes cutting people.
This guy right here. Imperial Musketeer 2, Cutter.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Hurry up!
Marty, is there a way to get from one cabin to the next? Like our room
through the doors.
No, not sorry. I meant, can we get to the corpses from where we are?
Through the doors.
Like, not, there's no roof area, or
There's-
how about the windows?
You could try to climb out a window.
Are there any, like, we're stopped right now?
Yep, you are in the platform where you had departed in Foundry. You've returned to Foundry.
I can sneak to the other cot from the windows and start collecting the gear.
Yeah, yes, you can. Taps you with an invisibility.
Okay,
Take my hat in case there's a lot of things.
hurry up in there!
Is there a air vent in this thing?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna heal up Rat. We're gonna give Rat a contagion spell from the rod,
Wow. Okay.
and we're going to go. The guy who likes cutting people and threatened to cut off Ghost's tail. He's going to go on his own Metal Gear Solid adventure.
All right, so the rat is going to go on vengeance quest to give the guy some horrible disease. Barnabus? Chaka? You could hear the conductor.
Yes.
Is everything all right in there?
Yeah, we're just getting our things together.
Grakkel's gonna go out the window, climb out,
Okay,
open this
so
window.
you go to the window, you see the shades are drawn, Grakkel, and you can see a little gnomish woman grabbing stuff off of corpses and putting it into a bag.
Oh, go in there.
There's a wand in her hand. She points it at you.
He's invisible.
Oh yeah, well when the window opens.
Oh,
You might want to let go of everything you've collected. You know who I am.
Fuck you! I earned this.
She feels a blade across her neck.
Okay.
just kill her.
What if I just take a thing? One thing. One little shiny bauble. I packed it all up for you.
You see that there are some bags.
Yep. Bags start disappearing.
Bags start.
Oh, good.
Bags are just, the one in her hand is disappearing. Which bubble do you want?
Give me a perception check.
What she's wearing, like the friggin' circlet that she's wearing from Bargle.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna steal everything from her.
All the stuff you had when you came in, gone.
Okay, you let's see. Jamna is a
Your ring in the bag. Your hat in the bag. Actually, unless it's another.
Hilarious.
Not have done what you have done.
What exactly did she do? I mean, I'm about to go give a guy a disease, so I can't really talk too much.
I was worried about her. I was like, maybe she's the doppelganger. I'm like,
She
no.
still might be.
All right, so let's see. She basically is hiding one of the big items underneath her hat or on her person. She got a 21. You can see Bargle's circlet is underneath her hat.
Take off your hat and give me the circlet.
That's the item?
Now,
Come on, do it.
take your knife.
She slowly takes off her hat and she gives you the circlet. Her head goes down.
Take your knife and poke your finger and put the blood on the wall.
Oh, yeah, everyone was cutting themselves. I don't know why.
She
See?
Put it on the wall.
All right.
Okay. Give me another perception.
23.
You notice that when she was pulling out her dagger, she was slipping something else into a little pocket in her petticoat.
I will take that as well.
Take what?
He doesn't do damage, but the blade is...
Poking at her pocket.
You got a keen eye on you, do you?
Yeah, she rummages around in the pocket.
Everything in the pocket. He actually...
Give me one more. Oh no, this one failed. You saw her pull a coin from her other pocket, and she tried to pretend to pull out that coin from her pocket.
Take off your rings. Take off your necklace. She's losing everything. If you do not, you will lose your head.
I'll scream.
And you will lose your head. I will still be invisible.
He doesn't have any spellcraft. He doesn't know any different.
You're not gonna leave me with nothing.
You are trying to deceive me, and I will not have it.
Huh. So greedy.
Says the corpse looter.
The part of the I earned this is the funny one.
1, 2.
Fine. Fine.
Oh, wait. Let me intimidate, because there's enough of this shit.
You can add 4 because you've seen through every little trick that she's tried to pull.
39.
Fine. There'll be more people to help with their goods on other train trips. This was a bad one. I shouldn't have gone on this one. Although I couldn't help but notice that one of you was wanted.
She's taking off her things. She takes off her hat. She puts in a bunch of vials that she had on her body.
I make sure not to put anything that looks like an item that has other spaces in his hat.
She takes out a number of knives and little darts. She gives you the hat. Give me a sense motive.
Don't know.
Okay, you do not notice that she might be wearing something else of value because it's too thin and it's disguised underneath her clothing. But she just gives you the hat with all the stuff in it. There's also a pouch of coins. She's like, oh, throws the coins on top.
Here you go, Grakkel.
It is night. He whispers like right by her ear.
Yep.
It is night watch, man.
Don't come on my train anymore. We won't have any problems.
My city.
Okay, the whole city, huh? Fine.
Window opens. Window closes. He's still in there.
Fuck bastard.
Took me a second.
Give me a stealth.
Yep.
The DC's 29. You get a plus 20 because you're invisibility.
71.
Yeah.
Fucking bastard. I just left with all this heavy armor. How the fuck am I gonna cart that out of here?
Like she took out all the good stuff, but there are still some suits of armor and things on the doppelganger. She didn't have enough time to like strip breastplate. She's poking around at the armor. She starts undoing armor on one of the suits of breastplate. You're muted, Ahmed, if you're trying to.
Oh, sorry. She looks defeated. Window opens, window closes, and now I'm gone.
Is someone there? Is someone
we'll,
there?
we'll leave her with that.
All right. Her +1 mithril chain shirt remained with her, but she was basically robbed of everything else, including
Hey, look, we apparently killed an alchemist.
a ton of
Something like
a ton of equipment. So you basically go off the train. There's no need to go back onto the train. You see your companions are starting to shuffle off onto the platform, and
Yep.
you can hear one soldier, "Hey, it bit me!"
Enjoy your filth fever, fucker.
I wait for them to get out of the train area, and I meet up with them.
Yep, you go scurrying over. They wait at the edge of the platform for a little bit. You can hear Chaga talking with the others. "Ooh, I wonder what we should do about Mort. Is he going to return to the tower?"
What about his Tetsubo?
What did they do with his Tetsuba? Because one of them, like his main Tetsuba was, like they gave everyone else their weapons back. That his weapon, was it in the room or was it?
Yeah. So the weapons that they took from the 5 of you, they gave back. They didn't give back the fugitive's weapon.
Right. So they have his weapon.
They have his weapon.
Is it still on the train?
Which weapon is it?
It's
It was
not the adamantine. It's the other one.
no, it's the good one. It's the demon steel
The
Tetsuba.
abyssal. Yeah, they've got it.
Where?
Oh.
Oh, you're invisible for at least a minute or two. You can go find out.
My stealth.
Some of the soldiers have already begun to leave, or they're milling around. Apparently, they're going to stay here for a bit.
Can you give me another invisibility? I will look for his Tetsubo. I'm right up next to Barnabas. I give him a whole bunch of... The bags start appearing in his hands.
Chaga starts taking the bags because he's the
He's one who carries stuff.
he's the pack mule when Mort's not around.
I will go and look for his weapon. Ghost and Junker, are you coming? This is not a solo thing.
Okay. While you guys are trying to figure out what your next move is, you do see that flanked by 2 Imperial musketeers, the captain is heading into town.
Okay.
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 Ghost and Junker, despite whatever they're choosing to do, they're joining, but they're joining from the shadows or from the sewer, because they're not, like, once they get out of sight, they're out of sight, out of sight.
Okay.
Okay. Does Barnabas slap me with another invis?
Sure. Do you remember why?
So we met. So I came out. I met up with you guys at the end of the platform. Handed you a whole bunch of stuff, and asked about your Tetsubo. Apparently, it's still on a train somewhere. So he asked for another invis to go look for it.
Yeah, it gives you another one.
Okay, so Grakkel with invisibility and 2 Nezumi following up, leaving Chaga and Barnabas waiting. You notice that the Imperial officer stands at the edge of the platform. One of the musketeers goes up and like puts up his musket, and they're aggressively hailing a carriage.
Okay.
The 2 officers basically point at the carriage driver, and they're pointing off into the city, and the carriage driver agrees, and they are starting to get into the carriage.
That's the captain.
You do see that one of the Imperial musketeers does have a Tetsubo wrapped in a blanket, in a bundle.
How far away is that carriage from us?
60 feet.
All right.
They also have like several of those posters that were plastered in the train.
Does the carriage have an undercarriage?
Yeah, there's a place to stick suitcases and like a trunk underneath the carriage, as well as a flat top.
The Ghost and Junker going to attempt to sort of hop into that little cargo area.
Where is the? So did Grakkel see the weapon?
Yep.
Okay, so they're in their cart and
Looks like the captain is going to make his report somewhere, or you imagine he's going to go check in.
right. And the weapon is still on the guy's back. It's not on the trunk
There was the Tetsubo wrapped in a blanket that he was carrying.
and it's still carrying it. Okay.
I'm not sure what he's doing with it in the cart, but
Okay, I'll get on my broomstick and
so you start chasing the cart.
The rats are trying to basically jump underneath and tag along just underneath the cart.
yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
their plan.
stealth. Yeah, I'm gonna stealth with the broom, even though I'm invisible. I'll prepare an invis potion. I think I have one.
Okay, give me a knowledge local foundry, if you have.
Ooh, is it
I have another potion ready in my hand to go invisible.
who else the knowledge local for?
Anyone who's on this little trip.
Okay.
Oh, I'll take 10.
Are you coming
you
along?
going?
Oh, on this trip. Okay, sorry.
25.
13.
Yeah, they're not going back to the neighborhood that you're from, Grakkel. With the 25, Ghost knows where they're going. They're going to the Imperial garrison, which is the main place where the Imperial Legion has their headquarters in Foundry.
Okay.
You know that this wagon will be able to just ride right into restricted areas. Like, you've got to make your move soon.
What's it being pulled by?
4 horses.
Got a hold animal on tap there.
That's what I'm checking. Horses are acting funny.
Grakkel, 10 minutes go by before this realization is made. You guys are on a journey. Luckily, it's 12 hours since you boarded the train. You guys arrived in the middle of the afternoon, so this is like the middle of the night.
Oh, nice.
We are going
One
to
of rats.
summon, because we're druid, so we're going to summon up. When we get near an intersection,
Yep.
we are going to summon a pack of wild dogs.
All right. And
Because
so
you're a druid, and why fight yourself?
So Junker from under the wagon is summoning dogs to attack the horses. I imagine.
Yeah, they're gonna basically. He's gonna summon them in a place where they can be a little bit off to the side, and they're gonna come out and
Okay.
basically
Ghost,
spook the horses.
What are
and
you
like, get
doing?
the horses to
What are
stop.
you doing to try to regain the Tetsubo?
Who are you talking to?
Ghost.
Ghost is turning invisible and is going to go steal the Tetsubo when the soldiers go out to fight the dogs.
Okay, and then Grakkel, independent of what the
Grakkel is waiting for them to stop and waiting for that door to open. He's going to. He has a potion of invisibility, and he's not camouflage, but he's changing his clothes to look like, just like a thief, like just like he's got rags and all sorts of shit. I have my bracers. Let me do that.
Okay, so you're adjusting your disguise. All right, so a pack of dogs comes out of nowhere and starts attacking the horses as they slow down for a corner. This forces the wagon to stop as the horses are freaking out. The 2 guys with muskets leave the wagon, the side of the wagon. You notice that neither one of them has the Tetsubo on their back.
Okay.
They are now shooting and reloading and shooting dogs. The Imperial officer actually steps out, and he's shaking his head, and he adjusts his pistols and starts shooting
Does he have the
dogs.
Tetsubo or no?
He doesn't. The
Okay.
door to the
Yeah.
wagon is open.
Okay, Ghost is going to invisible, go in, grab the Tetsubo, climb back.
There's an invisible Grakkel who's also doing this.
So invisible Grakkel is kind of coming down. All right, so give me stealth checks with invisibility.
Okay.
You have to get within 5 feet of them. Like you have to.
65.
Okay.
46.
So Grakkel, you touch down, and the two of you creep into first Ghost and then Grakkel. So Ghost, you see the following things. You see a military attaché like satchel with a bunch of paperwork in it.
Yoink.
You see a corner of the yellow wanted poster for Mort has been placed in one of the sleeves of the military attaché. You see the wrapped up blanket around the Tetsubo.
Yep.
And the last thing that they might have left in here in a hurry is one of them left a powder horn.
Okay, well, we're grabbing the attaché case of the Tetsubo.
Okay, so Grakkel, you fly down into the You actually touch ground carefully because you're not really a great flyer with this thing, and you creep aboard, and you notice that this bag is disappearing.
Okay, did I see the dogs appear out of absolutely nowhere?
It's night. You're flying around. You saw them. You saw a bunch of dogs come out of an alleyway and started attacking the horses. They're getting all shot up though.
He's going to fly. I'm going to fly out and cast Scene Viz.
Okay, so how far away are you flying to cast the Invis?
Well, there's guns and dogs, so hopefully not too far. Probably 30 feet. 30, 40 feet, 30 feet.
Okay, the musketeers don't notice anything, but the Imperial officer is reloading one of his pistols and he's looking around. He's looking up. He heard you cast a spell. Spells are not quiet.
Oh, it's a wand.
Still.
Still.
It's verbal.
Okay.
You have to verbal.
There's something! There's something out there!
And
At this point in time, you're not here to see it, but the Tetsubo disappears. You've got the attaché. You've got the military intelligence bag and the Tetsubo.
And we're
Scene Viz is up. You can Scene Viz.
We're being attacked! Those dogs don't look natural. Last one's down. They're disappearing.
Junker is turning himself into a tiny little fuck off bat.
Okay.
Ghost is just walking out and sneaking away to the sewer grate, and we're just fading off into the distance. We're out of here.
Yeah, the Imperial musketeers and the officer are very wary. Once their guns are all loaded, they back into the cart. Get us to the garrison. Where the fuck's the bag? We've been robbed.
Bravo, gentlemen, bravo.
So I saw Junker and I saw Ghost.
You saw Ghost just kind of just saunter away, found a sewer crate and just slipped inside the sewer. And a little bat goes inside the sewer.
Tower. Back
Okay.
to the tower.
You're flying back to the tower, or are you flying back to Chaga and Barnabus?
Didn't they head to the tower? Or are they still?
Where you left them, they were standing at the edge of the...
Yeah, I'm gonna. Isn't it in the way?
No, you are in the northern
We're
part
like
of the
way
city.
the wrong side of the city.
You could fly back to the tower and be the first one back.
I'll fly back to the tower. If they're not there, I'm gonna fly back to the.
Okay, so you fly off on your flying broom back to the tower. Ghost and Junker eventually...
So, Ghost and Junker. Ghost doesn't know if they've got any sort of magical means of tracking the satchel.
Mhm.
So we're going to do a detect magic on the satchel to see if there's anything magical there, or is it just info?
Okay, you do see there is a report in a series of attached reports that were hastily written. These are probably things that the captain and some of his underlings wrote while on the train.
Okay.
About the incident. Like there is an incident and the number and
Incident report.
class 3 Imperial threat. You do see in the report all of your names have been written down. You see what else? You see the wanted poster.
Okay.
And a separate report that explains the incident and the escape of the prisoner.
Okay.
Escape by magical means. And there's a recommendation for a bounty for Mort. And they're making reference to a tiny number that was on the wanted poster. What else? You find some general orders that apparently this group has traveled from Kinderholm, which is the Imperial capital on Volcanica, to a place called Junction Town, where they'll be issued new arms and armaments, and to be field trained before deployment.
Doesn't look like anything that they would have and it didn't like no.
There is a bit of magic coming off of the bottom of the bag.
What spellcraft?
Sure.
Okay. 1 second. I'm just checking to see. I don't prepare. I've got a Barnabus in my party. Why would I know how to identify things? All right. 22.
There is a metal bar that is between folds of leather that is built into the bottom of the bag.
Okay, we're going to take all the documents out of the bag, and we're just going to dump the bag in the sewer.
It was radiating minor divination magic.
Yeah, we're dumping that, and we're taking all the documents out of said bag and the Tetsubo, and we're going to make our way back to the Barnabus.
Okay. There was a recommendation also in part of the report to look into the business of one named Barnabus Darby, former professor of the Arcane College. Like, they were going to have someone to assess. It was a recommendation to forward this report to an Imperial assessor to determine the business of one who knows about such threats to the Imperium. Like, there was basically, your group has pinged the interest of the Imperium almost.
Oh yeah.
You'll be part of some intelligence paperwork somewhere.
Yep.
Well,
and we still will be. It just might be less correct.
It might be less correct, and it might be done a little bit slower.
Yep. The name's not be right.
Well, it's only if they remember our names. Now it's based off of their memories, not what has been written down. Okay, we're gonna go back and meet the guys.
Yep. So yeah, you Barnabas, Chaga, how long do you guys wait before Junker and Ghost return? Or are you guys just going to return on your own to the tower?
We're not going to the tower. Where's the Wind family?
Oh yeah, the Wind family eventually is slowly collecting themselves. You see them. You see them on
we need a nap before going to the tower.
Yeah,
If we plan to do
exactly.
anything
Like, this is
aggressive.
not...
We need to wait for Mort too. This is bullshit right here.
Okay, so the Wind family approaches you. Where did your friends run off to? Says to Tsarra.
Oh, they went to go get something that we lost.
It's a bit late. Should we stay a night at an inn before approaching the Fae?
Yes. I think that would be best. We'll find a decent inn. Spend the night there. We'll get you settled in the morning, with the children anyway. And we will make our plans to deal with Malefont. Unless, of course, you have any objections to that order.
Yes, we'll spend a quiet evening.
Sounds fair.
There are inns and taverns, although the taverns are all closed at this time of night. The streets are quickly emptying. There is one or two taxis that are still waiting. Black carriages pulled by horses.
We will grab a couple of those, and we'll
the inns are across the street. There's a whole row of inns across the street from the
we'll
train
just go
station.
to an inn then.
Okay. You guys go to the. Give me an inn name.
The No, it's not the rich part of town.
It is on the rich side. We are in the north.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Hey,
We're in the rich.
it's not
like,
in abject poverty where we live. It's
No, there are some nice places here. You could spend quite a bit of money.
the Regal.
Okay, so
The chain.
yeah, it's a chain. Yes, that's good.
The fucking Imperial chain.
the Regal. All right, so it has some glitz and glamour to it. It is still open. At least the nice marble lobby with a fountain in the middle of it. You do see that there are four at the four corners of the big lobby. Four impressive statues about 6 feet tall of the undying emperor that are gazing down upon the bubbling fountain in the lobby. There are plants indoors and some nice windows, although the shutters have been closed, like big tall, almost like church-like windows. There is a very nice marble desk, and you can see this very tired-looking clerk behind the desk. He's got a monocle and he's half asleep, kind of like in the middle of writing something in a book.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you startled me a bit, huh? I see. Arrived late on one of the trains, did you?
Yes, we did.
I heard it come in. How many rooms?
He's like forcing his eyes open. His eyes dilate a little bit as he's trying to like shake off some of the sleep. He does look quizzically at Chaga, and then even more so at the half-elven family with the giant bird and the little fairy.
We'll need 2 rooms.
2 rooms. One for the 2 of you.
He looks at Chaga and Barnabas. Oh, I'll have my own room, thank you.
Oh, fuck, fine. You pay for your own fucking room. It's not going on anymore.
Check. Yes, I'll have a room. A single Imperial-sized bed, please.
1 room, Imperial-sized bed.
Is that a king? Is that like the equivalent? Like,
Yeah, sure, why not? Chaga knows what bed sizes are, because Chaga's a man of leisure.
Chaga's a California Kings kind of man. Like, let's be honest here.
1 room for you as well, sir. Should it also be a suite?
Yeah, that'll be fine. Sweet's good.
Would you like adjoining suites?
Sure.
Yes, we have adjoining suites. What about you?
Just a room, 3 beds.
Very well. They will not be adjoining to their suites.
That is fine. You spend 5 gold pieces on sweets for a night.
Okay, sounds good.
Chaga will spend 5 gold pieces.
Junker and Ghost will track the spell of our friendly arcane casters back to their inn, and they are sneaking into their rooms. So they are waking up with rats.
All right, so they get them all settled. You figure out that you're on a higher floor than the Tsarra and his family, but you're also facing this the train side, so you can actually talk to each other via the balcony. Your suites are nice. They've got big beds, some nice furniture like a coffee table and a couple of overly stuffed chairs. Floral patterns are not quite your style, but the silk sheets are nice, and the nice down comfy pillows. Apparently, Chaga has nothing to complain about. Chaga also, if you open the doors that that are between your 2 seats, raids your chocolate and fruit basket that apparently each of the suites had, as well as a bottle of bubbly that is also in the fruit baskets.
We'd share, Chaga.
Oh, I'm going to put out a nice spread here. You could come over to my room if you want. Chuck is eating in bed. That's why he wants you to come over.
Barnabus is hungry and wants some decent food.
There's a little pop as two rats are climbing the side of the building to get into. A little bat flies in, and then Ghost comes in. Took you long enough. Did you get? Oh, you got the stick. Good.
Now we
Ghost,
just have to find the Mort.
Ghost's gonna put his hand up,
Yes.
and then he pulls out a stack of papers and hands them
Ah,
to Barnabus.
Nice reading. Well done.
Okay. You were listening when I was describing this to Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
The
like
one-
all the action reports.
The one piece of information that kind of got glazed over by Ghost that your keen eye picked up was they labeled Mort's weapon as a possible illegal weapon, specifically made from an illegal material.
Oh.
This was also slated for inspection by an assessor.
Well, good thing we grabbed it.
What do you mean the lawful empire that's at war with demons doesn't like abyssal steel?
Tsarra,
Oh, yes, yes.
that pick of yours might be illegal.
Pardon me?
Your pick, the one made with abyssal steel.
Oh, yes, yes. It's right over here.
No, I don't need to see it. It's made from, and I'm quoting here, it's a description of Mort's weapon, a possibly illegal material.
Oh. Abyssal steel. Well, it was hatched from a demon seed. Reforged by that crazy metal man. I don't think his forge was legitimate, so I don't think we have anything to worry about there. Why would
Well,
this
no.
be illegal?
Because it's abyssal? The Imperium doesn't like the abyss.
All
Rats are
right.
now raiding Saga's chocolate cache.
Get out of there!
It's pretty hard to say, Chug. I mean, why does the world hate necromancers? They just do.
I'll share. One for you, one for you, one for me, one for me, one for you, one for you.
Junker is holding up rat.
One for you. He pulls out ducking.
He's acknowledged.
He pulls out ducking. One for ducking. No.
Yeah.
All right, there's a pleasant evening. Grakkel headed back to the tower. Interesting. I'm going to copy your tokens to the other map, including the Wind family, because we need to turn from this campaign file, which is the world map and the train, to the Malefont Tower. Give me a moment.
Grakkel, how's your will save?
Grakkel. Basically, Grakkel goes to the tower. No lights. Dojo.
First things first, let's save the campaign. Second thing, copy the token. Third thing, open the file.
Third thing. Yep. Whatever three regions of England has this accent mixed up all together.
we apologize.
Hodgepodge bullshit.
Alright, looks like your token's already there. The Wind family is not. Alright, I'm going to go to the Malefont Tower.
Malefont Tower.
And
It should be just how we left it.
No doubt.
before we get into the descriptions, your your DM's going to take another bio break because he's been drinking lots of tea. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you know, guys.
I have consumed my my 2.5 gallons of water a couple hours ago, so the continuous piss stream that was my body has seemed to like chillax a little bit.
Yeah, mine's a Pepsi issue. I'm just gonna finish this plate and go. I gotta
Oh, whether I would take some, you know, if there was more time in the day. Yep, until the blood runs clear. Yeah, well, it runs clear right now. Yeah. No, the accent lessons would be really cool. I'm really good with getting accents, but I have to be in a region with people speaking it. So, like when I was in Ireland or sort of Germany, these sorts of places, picking up the regional accent is something that happened. And then in some cases, like Ireland especially, it took me 3 or 4 days when I got back to not speak in twisted. Yeah, whether definitely. Some of it is the word selection, like the word usage, the usage of slang. So like there's the pronunciation aspect, and then there's like the selection of words that goes into getting something like that really well. So it's useful to have just a lot of it. Heck, well, there's people who are like, so I was at the in university undergrad. I spent some time in helping ESL, English Second Language, and one of the things that I found was what worked pretty well for some of the students who had really good basic language skills, but they actually wanted to start to speak more locally, was to give them some very word intensive or slang intensive film to watch. So like Quentin Tarantino stuff. Now it has some slang that's sort of like Tarantino invented, but it's got a lot that is just sort of colloquial and they're very quotable. And it's very difficult in terms of the words being used aren't overly advanced, but lots of different slang spoken at a rapid rate. And basically, if you could start understanding those movies, then you could pretty much understand most of what people are saying, even when they're not saying what they mean to say. I could do that. Yeah, get them all. I get a bunch of westerns. Everybody speaks with a little bit of a drawl, a little bit slow. Yep. We're just talking about accents and learning accents.
Some are easier than others.
Yeah. Jamaican text messages. So, like a Jamaican or a Caribbean accent, where I live, there's a very large Caribbean population. So on normal years, when like you have like the soccer league up going, that would be one where I could go get a bunch of exposure if I wanted to. I don't see any, unless we play a Star Wars campaign with Gungan. I don't see a practical use for a Caribbean accent in our current games. You know, I don't plan on using one in putting your accent into text. Recently, I've been watching a whole bunch of Japanese things. I'm feeling kind of like a weeb again. Like, I stopped watching anime and stuff like that, but I've been watching a lot of Japanese gameplay and these sorts of things. And I can see that, because there's some of the whole, like, yeah, you got your R and your L confused, but you actually wrote it out. You typed it with the R and the L backwards. Yeah. You typed out the accent. You made the word harder to put the accent into the word. Yeah, Japanese is an interesting language. It's apparently very similar to Finnish, but they actually have classifications of words that English doesn't have. So they have like a formal version of like a catchphrase. Like you can have a catch sound, and it's like a normal part of the sentence structure. So you can put like yeah as just a normal like you know what I mean, yeah. You don't ever write that down unless you're quoting in English. But in Japanese written, that is the thing that like it's that person's exemplifier, and it just gets plunked into sentences, and you just write it down everywhere.
Okay, Grakkel, as you're flying towards the tower, I need to check one thing to see what date it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Smell like it's burning down there.
I'm having a barbecue. What's
It
going
was
on
a
right
day, then a 3-day trek, and then you spent overnight, and then a 3-day trek in a day. It's 8 days.
I'm muted. This will be really interesting if it lines up that neatly, because I don't think there was a thumb on the time scale anywhere in this one.
No, there wasn't. This is just how it happened to fall.
We come back and Grakkel's 4 levels ahead of us because he's been swamped.
He's just been massacring mobs.
No, next week it's the Imperial Harvest Festival and the Dance of the Dead.
Oh, okay.
Bound for shenanigans. Things are spicy. Oh, we get to talk to the. We're good. Hello, Mister. Hello, Mister. What's his name again? The Jack Skellington looking guy.
Oh, Mr. Jitters.
Mr. Jitters. Hello, Mr. Jitters. Would you take care of the children for us?
All right, Grakkel, you fly. You just flying around the tower just to have a look, or are you going into the tower?
No, just from the outside. If I see lights.
Okay, you actually see some flickering lights. Are you on the map?
Let me see.
Like flashes from inside the tower.
Where?
These windows, this level.
We've never been there. Right?
That's kind of the point.
Okay. Those are there's windows in there, right?
Yep.
It's just from a distance, to kind of like 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 over from like here and see like swoop by. Can we see anything?
Okay, so let me just unfog a bit. So the windows on this side have panes of absolute pitch black darkness.
Perfect.
This
Right?
is what you've seen before. Like you know that there has been no light in the chamber that you haven't been able to get into. There is a private study on the other side that you guys have used.
And this is his room that we weren't able to get to.
You suspect that is the a room that is important to Bellefonte or Malefont.
And there's a lot of like lightning and flashing lights.
There
Okay.
is flashing lights coming from this side of the tower.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm now on this side. I'm just gonna like swoop kind of diagonally down, like this far out.
Okay, they're windows. They're not like modern windows that are like super transparent. Like they do have a bit of opacity to them. You'll have to get closer than that to see. As well, your dark vision you're well out of your dark vision.
Okay, I'll land and climb with stealth.
Okay, so you land on the roof somewhere.
Yeah,
and
land there.
climb with stealth. So give me a stealth check as you're going up to this window.
38.
Okay. So you see just the tail end of this. You see Alistair being dragged across the floor. He is stiff as a board.
By what?
Uh-oh.
Alistair is stiff as a board, and there is something that is just scooping his face with its long claws and dragging him behind. It looks like a partially reconstructed physical form that is wearing this weird, like, get up on its back. You can see some metal, what look like metal torches with a burning blue flame that looks like the liquid that was used in Malefont's transformation into lichdom. This creature just simply drags Alistair into the room that you cannot see into, although the door is open. There is an impenetrable barrier of darkness that even your dark vision cannot see through.
Okay, I'm gonna climb the hell down.
Okay.
And flies away. Oops, I grabbed too many things.
Please stop. You're moving
I'm
everything.
trying
Oh.
not to. Okay, now I've got me. All right, me's there. Me's going away. Me's going to the dojo and waking up at sunrise to head to the tower in front of the tower, like over here somewhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna go camp out the tower.
The creature's spot check was 36 compared to your 38 stealth.
Oh, that could have been very bad.
Where are you flying now? You're on your flying broom.
Yeah, I climbed down and I'm just flying back to my dojo.
Okay, you fly back to your dojo. Your dojo it's the middle of the night. It's closed.
Yeah, I get in, open the door.
Yeah, I imagine you have the key to your dojo, or you could just fly into an open
Basically,
window.
I'm flying. I'm actually not going to turn the lights on or anything. Just sleep in the rafters. I don't have any reason to be assassinated the night before a big fight.
You're using spider climb item to like sleep stuck to the rafters and the ceiling.
We'll do that. Then come sunrise, I'm going to fly over and wait for these guys before they do something stupid in front of the tower.
Poor man's rope trick. It's called the web trick.
It works. The size of a spider web. I'm not going into that shit.
You ever seen the sticky monk?
Oh, that was close. That was pretty close.
All right.
Glad you didn't get dumb.
You get an uneasy sleep in the rafters at your dojo. The rest of the party gets a very comfortable sleep at a hotel, basically.
Well, this is great. I'm sleeping in my dojo and it's quiet.
Pick me up for the continental breakfast.
Yeah, you guys have a nice breakfast, and then soon head out. Tsarra says, "I've dealt with Nighthorn before. I can negotiate our stay."
If you wish.
So you said Malefont. Oh, she actually refuses to call him by his lich name. So you said Malefont is in a stuck state?
Yeah.
Can you return to the tower and pretend that everything is back to normal?
Well, if we do that, he's gonna want this fucking ring. And after that, I ain't got hell's gonna break loose. So.
Children could just stay here, she says.
It's up to you, your family.
Safer than...
What's that?
It's probably safer, without knowing meta knowledge, it's probably safer north of the wall in a fancy hotel than it is south of the wall anywhere.
It's probably a good call. Go Grakkel ain't there to tell you, keep him the fuck here!
Okay, she says, I have enough money that they could be set up here for a good amount of time. I'm going to do that, but I'll leave them instructions to find Nighthorn should they feel the need to.
A wise decision.
Okay. She disappears after breakfast to go down to the front desk and basically arranges for a long-term stay at the Regal.
Okay.
Probably providing some gem, spending the money that you intend on stealing from them, Mark, or Barnabas.
A few hundred gold, it's fine. Worst case scenario, we could really rob the hotel if we wanted to, but... Just the money they spent. Come on, hand it over.
Yeah, you figure this would cost them probably... they're not getting a suite, so this is probably going to cost them 100 gold pieces a month.
You probably have the money for it.
I caught an important text. I forgot I have to drop Jessica off at work. I will be leaving in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
Better to forget before.
Why isn't the car started and warm?
That's actually a decent... you know
Your
what,
response would be 2 words.
if it's snowed, I might pick one.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
I think we'll discuss what preparations we need to make.
Well, first things first, we need to make it into that room of his.
I think we can manage that. We're going to need Mort again. Sort of counting on him.
Oh, that's right. Mort flying back. Mort slept in a storm drain at the side of the train tracks just outside a city.
Okay.
Mort's stomach is rumbling, but he got enough sleep. He mixes his mutagens, does his daily preps out in the wilderness somewhere. You are missing weapons.
Yep. He's just got to forage for food.
Okay, where is Mort headed?
He's headed to Foundry.
Just follow the train track.
Follow the train tracks. He'll get there eventually.
Yeah, and basically, when he's in Foundry, where is he going to go? To the tower?
Yeah, he's going to go to the tower.
Okay. And he's got wings. All right. So
Well, he can't fly for that long. He can only fly for a total of 8 minutes a day broken up by 1 minute intervals.
Got it.
So he's walking most of the way.
Capper wings.
So his wings are tucked away when he's not flying.
Yeah, they're like these little things.
All right, so planning. Mort's going to make it back to the tower, and Grakkel, what are you doing?
Sunrise, I was waiting on the steps outside the what's it called? Tower. So Grakkel's like sitting, like he's over here.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so
Sunrise. He's asking.
while you guys are planning, Mort is on his way back after foraging and fucking around. Grakkel, give me a perception check.
$25.
You can hear a strange thrumming coming from the rock that you're hiding against.
Barnabus, hurry the fuck up.
Blame crap. Everything.
Is there an interval, Marty?
Yeah, there's just this slow kind of rolling sound.
Okay, so I'm going to put it against a song, so I know the beat,
Okay.
and then I count for like an hour, and then see if it's the same beat.
Okay, so you're out there listening to this weird sound.
Yeah. Is it still the same beat, or is it getting faster? Or
Do you have any perform ranks? Like, are you performed in musical ability at all?
formed in samurai? I have nine ranks in perform.
You have 9 ranks in perform?
Sorry, one rank in perform. So +9.
Which
Both performance.
type of
For
performance?
him, it would be probably dance, some kind of samurai.
Yeah, you know how to keep time. Give me a perform check.
Yep. A 28.
Median would be the
It is ever so slightly. You think it's increasing in tempo.
Okay.
All right. Plans for Barnabus and Chaga and the group. What are you guys talking about while at the hotel having nice breakfast and
Take your fucking time.
Well, for starters, let's talk about the weapons we were going to need. One of the reasons we wanted more is with liches, you tend to need to crush the bones with magic. Cutting them and poking them ain't going to do so much.
don't get touched by them?
Yeah, that would be bad. You paralyze you.
I will prepare spells that will get rid of the paralysis. Oh, what spell was that, dear?
Remove paralysis.
Oh, don't be cheeky.
Joker puts up his hand.
Yes.
Doesn't freedom of movement work? Nazumi.
It might.
It will prevent the paralysis. Yeah.
Oh, I know that one, says Chaga. He's gonna prepare.
You should use that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna sub out one of his. Hold person. We're probably not gonna need that.
Unless you try to feed to the lich.
Additionally, I'm thinking Mort, Grakkel, might be just about everyone. A protection from an evil spell just to keep our minds from being twisted.
Okay, magic circle versus evil against evil. Chaga will prepare one of those. He also is. He'll keep the other 2.
We're going to prepare. Junker's going to prepare 3 freedom of movements.
Okay. Let's also discuss your arrows, Ghost Junker.
Ghost, I think I've got some blunt arrows.
Blunt arrows, good.
I got
What
30.
are the odds you think we could find an undead bane rune for you?
He holds up a stack of undead bane arrows.
Those will do nicely.
He's only got 5.
Well, we should get more.
He points to the tips. They're not blunt.
Maybe we should spend some money and just get a bunch of what we need. This will come out of the community fund.
The rats are speaking amongst each other to Zumi. Did he just say it was on the tab? Yeah, I think he said it was on the tab.
That's not what I fucking said. I understand you. You're forgetting that already.
Do we have time to do this?
Oh, he's chained up at the fucking tower. What's he gonna do? Barnabus doesn't know. Southwall explodes.
Those arrows are going to be quite expensive.
If they do the trick, they'll be fucking worth it.
There's a shrug from the rats. They like arrows.
Okay.
And then every skeleton from the time from this fight forward will be just spoken from existence. I'm just taking a look at blunt arrows. I just want to make sure that they don't do non-lethal. They deal bludgeoning rather than piercing, and
They made it a
don't
shorter range.
You can attack with -4 to do non-lethal. Very good. In fact, they weigh a little bit more, which is what the problem is. But they're like,
That's pretty decent.
you might
Okay,
make
so-
archers always carry these.
Barnabas, you know that a quiver of +1 undead bane arrows is going to cost you
8 grand.
8 grand on the open market, and that none of the shops, unless they specifically have that available, are going to be able to use it, or are going to be able to fund that particular purchase. Like the highest shop right now is at 2 grand.
Could we get a stack of +1 blunt arrows and then get a rune crafter to craft a undead bane rune onto them?
Yep.
Onto your bow.
On the
Or
bow.
under the arrows.
Take one of the elements off. Put on.
Okay, are you going to start the investigation to look for these things?
I think
Yes.
that's the-
Okay. Give
No one's
me.
over the tower.
Well, we're scared of the tower. Junker puts up a bar.
Chaga nudges Barnabas and points at Junker.
Yes.
How long till Mort gets here?
Well,
Assuming he comes here.
we have most of his shit, so I'm assuming he's gonna come for it.
12 hours by train is 2 days by foot, 3 days by foot.
Yeah, he's 3-4 days probably. He's probably gonna have to scrounge for food. Yeah.
The rats giggle. All right, so in their head they're trying to burn 4 days by waiting for Mort. Like that's the. All right, I'm gonna go. I have to go, but
Yeah.
you guys.
So Mort was 2/3 the way from Foundry, which means he was 4 hours away by train.
And the train moves at 40. He moves at 30.
No, the train moves at the train goes through a hex in an hour or two when it takes you 2 days to get through through a hex. Yeah, Mort's like, you're right, like 4 days away from Foundry.
So if Mort has any knowledge geography, can he save time by using his wings properly? He sees a mountain and he sees the track behind
He
it.
only flies for 8 minutes, so not really. So Mort's on his way back.
Yeah.
You guys have 4 days to burn.
Okay.
Let's try and find some gear. Get some runes made.
Grakkel leaves a message in front of his dojo to Barnabus, waiting to not enter tower, waiting for you in front of.
Okay, so Grakkel, you're leaving after a couple of hours and going back to your dojo?
Just gonna fly over, write a message on the door, and fly back.
Okay. While the others are going shopping. Okay. Grakkel. Are you just sitting there out in the open, or are you hiding?
From where I am, I want to hide and make sure. Actually, where's my you know where the ogres are? The ogre mage?
Yep.
How far is he away?
Fly, he's like 2 minutes away. Not even.
Okay.
He, like, that temple is near your dojo, and we established that. Yeah, it's like a full round running fly 5 rounds away from the tower.
Okay. Full round running fly over to him. Tell him to look around and see if he can find the companions that I was with earlier.
Okay, you convince the invisibility using ogre magi to have a look around for your companions.
And then what, master? And then, should I find them, what should I tell them?
Tell them not to enter the tower and that I am waiting for them. I am waiting for them in front of the tower on the stairs.
Okay. All right.
And I will hide in the stairs.
That first day, you can easily buy a quiver of +1 blunt arrows.
50 stealth.
Excellent.
And by quiver, I think it's actually 50 +1 blunt
Yeah.
arrows. I think they come in 50 stacks. That's what's a blunt arrow worth? Oh, okay. So that's 2,400 gold pieces for 50 of them.
2150?
Oh, sorry, 2,400 gold pieces.
2400. All right. Roll. I'm just making a note on treasure and loot because I don't think anyone else has money.
Nope.
Barnabus owed 2450 before divvy.
How are you paying for this?
Cash.
Oh, yeah, there is cash there. Okay, so subtract the cash.
Yeah.
All right, that took you a day to find. So you scoured the city, you put it in an order, and where are you guys staying? Oh yeah, sorry. Let me see if the ogre was able to find you guys. We'll give him 3 chances. The ogre magi, who has a character sheet named Zogel Zarul. It's near the end of the day. You're leaving one of the shops in the in your own neighborhood, or in the Old Stacks neighborhood, it was the hobgoblin, and you hear a voice. Excuse me, Master Darby. It's just coming from nowhere.
Bloody hell, what was that?
It is I, Zogul Zarul, the one that you defeated at the Water Temple.
Alright. Can I help you with something?
Master Grakkel tells you not to return to the tower, and that he awaits at his dojo.
Stairs! The fucking stairs!
Yeah, alright then. We will make... I will find him then.
Thank you. Okay, Grakkel, you hear his voice. Master,
Yes.
I have found your companions. Given how big one of them is, they will await you at your dojo.
Excellent. Good work. How have things been here?
Quiet since you have left. There is talk of skirmishes, gangs. We received a the temple, but your own.
Good. Find out who summoned it.
Master, violence is coming to Southwall. I can feel it in my Oni bones.
I will need you by my side.
Remember, I must keep the water Oni from escaping.
Use your power on her once per day.
Go and find your friends. The fat one is with them, and the two rat men.
Good.
He's gonna leave a message.
Are we ambushing them, Master?
No. We will be doing something else. We will have to do a fight. But you will not be involved in that one. I need you to do something else.
What is it?
Return to the place where you keep the frozen one frozen, and try to find out if there will be skirmishes.
I will not be able to do both.
Then find out for skirmishes. And then
I have submitted in battle to you. That does not make me your errand boy.
it does not. But do this, and you will be my right hand.
Yes. Night Watchman.
Indeed. I will need you. I trust no one right now but you. Do it.
Give me a diplomacy check. He is not your cohort, so...
Not
yeah, give me a diplomacy.
20.
Yeah, he flies off. You're not sure if he's gonna go and like scour the city to find out, but
That's fine.
he doesn't disagree with you. Your companions, I guess, after buying a bunch of arrows, return to Grakkel's dojo.
I left a message on the last step, basically, like wrote another thing, like
Yep.
at dojo, don't go in. Then I go back, wait for the rest.
Okay, so you guys meet at the dojo then?
Yep.
Hey, yeah, Chaga, Barnabus, and Ghost and Junker are waiting outside when you arrive.
Where are you?
I'm just at the Malefont Tower.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
We need to discuss the tower. The lich is free.
Pardon me.
What the fuck did you just say?
The lich is free, and it has Alistair. I saw this the night that we arrived.
Oh, you think maybe you should come fucking find us then?
Where the fuck were you, Barnabus? I've been in front of the tower.
Did you think we was going to go straight in and fight right off the fucking train?
No, but I waited for you. I did not know where you went.
Maybe you should have asked before you fucked off.
You should have come in the sewers, didwit.
A nice job with the Tetsubo. That was very well done.
Yeah, we got it back.
I watched you.
Yeah, okay.
I was in the same cart with you.
What about Alistair?
Alistair, what I saw was the Malefont had a physical form. He was reanimated. And two flames, blue flames that looked like the ones of the liquid that made him a lich, were flaming behind him. And he took Alistair, and Alistair was not moving. He was...
Who's
Like-
paralyzed? Yeah.
And he dragged him into the top floor that I could not see inside.
Did he see you?
No, he did not. I'm fairly certain he did not.
Well, good job, I suppose.
There was lots of spell casting from what I saw. Many flashes and lights. I assume Alistair put some kind of fight up. I do not know how he's free, and I do not know what he intends to do with Alistair. But expect to have a hostage situation. We have to free him somehow.
Right.
What does sunlight do to a lich?
Chucker Ghoster shrugging. I don't think they really liked Alistair too much.
No, I don't think so either.
Maybe he turned him into an undead thing that will fight beside him.
It's possible, but unless he's got the spell for it, the components, which he might. Probably not.
I ask you again, what does sunlight do to a lich?
Well, in the sunlight, you can see just how fucking ugly and decayed it is.
If he is in the room, then we just blow the roof off.
Then you will see how ugly and decayed he is, and he will likely be upset that you've taken the roof off.
Alright, so that is not a good plan.
No, it's not.
So this is what I had to warn you about. If you had walked in there, he might have, well, done with you what he done with Alistair.
No, it is a good warning. Had we not, we assumed he was still stuck to the fucking wall.
There's also something else.
Marty, over the day, have I confirmed the beat of the humming?
Yeah, it's slowly getting quicker.
There is also something else. You know the wooden stairs that go up to the tower. Along the wall, I could feel humming. It goes along this beat. He's
Like it was beneath the tower.
and it is getting faster.
You must be prepping that fucking pit they was talking about.
Yes, the endless pit of whatever it was called.
What
Right.
are we doing then? Mort has not arrived yet, I assume.
No, it's a long fucking walk, so I imagine it'll be a couple of days.
Why don't we just go get him?
In what?
He's on a track.
I can fly for 8 hours on my broom.
Yeah, it'd be fucking faster.
Alright, I will go along the track.
Keep an eye out for him.
Do you need anything from us?
No, hang on before you leave again. We're staying at the Regal. It's across from the train station.
So I will go out for one day and look for him. If I do not find him, I assume I missed him and return to you.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay, Chaga gives you 2 potions of cure moderate wounds. Cast
Thank
level
you, sir.
3. Yeah, one for you and one for Mort. I hope,
yeah.
hope he's
You can
doing all right, but
One's right.
we left him pretty beat up.
Yeah, here, take this. Barnabus hands over a wand of cure light.
I will use this on him.
I doubt he's playing doctor on himself.
How many charges?
I'm checking. Hang on.
Caster level 3.
Where the hell is it? Oh, right, and wands are up above. There we go. Cure Light 32 charges.
32 charges. All right.
It's on loan. Let me know how many you get me back.
Sure. Bold from Barnabus.
Okay, so you take off to the north and start following the train tracks leading outside of town, looking for Mort. Yeah, you're probably going to be 2 days, like a day out there if he's walking along the train tracks and then a day back, as you can travel twice as fast as Mort can on foot.
Actually, run. Can flying run.
No, you still need to. You'd be tired very quickly.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'll just sit on the thing and let it.
Yep. Well, I know it's not you running. It's like I'm gonna go at top speed,
But
and
I'm holding on or whatever.
holding on.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right. So Grakkel goes off to look for
9 hours per day. Okay.
while the rest of the party is trying to hunt down a rune of Bane Undead.
Yep.
So you end up going to the rune casters, and I think I've got a picture of what this guy looks like. You go to the rune right hall, which is in I believe it's in the foreign market, on the edge of the foreign
It is
market.
it is in the foreign market.
Okay. Lexicus is there. You guys have done business with him before. He knows who you are. You do see that he has some followers. I'm just going to plop his token down. And his followers look really concerned.
Okay. They're talking. We don't interrupt.
Yep. Yeah.
need
You
some
do
information.
see some gnomes and others that are that help him out with his rune crafting. There's a bit of line of people. It seems whatever is concerning them is slowing down their business a bit. Barnabus, you get tired of waiting and end up asking for Lexicus. They do get him. He comes out. He looks really stressed.
Is all right? Look
It
like you've been threatened.
is very, very difficult day.
This is some tragedy I'm unaware of.
Oh, not tragedy. It is, how shall we say, unexpected.
It just sounds like life, mate.
The Imperials give and the Imperials take. It is their way.
So it is. What have they taken today?
Just like the Imperials, they like to take everything. Everything is theirs. Everything.
What do you mean everything is that? They, what, your shop?
Yet apparently my shop is going to be moved.
So you kind of...
My shop is going to be moved.
What do you mean it's going to be fucking moved?
Yeah, they do not tell me where. They tell me to pack up things, get ready for move.
When?
Next month.
Fucking hell.
We are at the end of autumn. They want me to move
They want you to move in winter?
winter. Yes, not next month, next season.
Oh, right. Still, fucking pricks, right?
They are saying that
people of Southwall do not deserve these great magics, and that they will be better served in elsewhere in Imperium.
Oh, who the fuck are they to decide what they deserve?
As I say, the Imperium take, and they give, and they take again, and perhaps they give. I have no choice. If I want to go, it does not matter. I will go with them. I will go sell where they tell me to. It is hoped that they have good customer like you there. Wherever there is.
You will be sorely missed, my friend, sorely.
Yes, yes. What can I do for you, Mr. Darby? Mr. Doon?
We are in the market for a particular rune. One, a bane to the undead.
Yes.
Things they are.
Yes, horrible creepy crawlies with their grave worms and oh. Yes, let us see. He looks at some of the shelves and some of the little placards that are in place of some of his wares. I don't think there's one readily available. Let's have a gander. Shops and markets. Neighborhood stores. Rune Right Hall. I have Acidic Rune, Key Focus, Mimetic, a Shock, and no Banes. Yeah, popular rune.
Yeah, I'd like to get one made then, etched, I suppose.
Yeah, would you like it placed upon the item?
On ammunition, if that's possible.
No. Ammunition not work.
Yeah, on a bow then. Yeah.
On a bow, yes. I could do this. Since you are such good customer, it will be the last job I do for you.
All right, Ghost, you're gonna have to hand it over. Pick one. One of them runes is coming off.
Ah, fuck. This Ghost.
Decided, I guess.
When this comes in handy, believe me, you'll be fucking thanking me.
Let's see. Ghost's got a +2 frost fiery composite longbow.
Adam's here.
Yep.
There we go. We can let Adam decide.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, just for that, you lose them both.
Can I put it on a different bow?
You got another magic bow.
Well, no, I'd have to get another magic bow.
It's up to you to buy another magic bow.
Adam, decide which rune to take off your bow so that we can put on a Bane Undead.
Or buy a +1 bow.
Or buy another.
Or
bow.
stick +1 on your backup bow and then put Bane Undead on that one.
You know the cost of moving the runes around? It's probably be just better to do that.
He's saying that the runes don't transfer to ammunition.
Okay, that's fine. I think we'll just put on the backup bow. Because
Is
I
your
want the
backup bow magic?
give me a second. I might need to put magic on it. I am lost. There we are. He has a.
This way.
Does he have a backup bow? He gets a backup bow.
There is one on your sheet. Look under your fishing quiver number 2. Under weapons.
Oh, the back. Yeah, sorry, backup masterwork. Yeah,
So it would cost you $2,000 on the market to put +1 onto that, and then it would cost you another $1,500 that Lexicus said he would put directly into onto a rune and into your bow.
So Ghost can pay for that, but he's expecting some sort of recompense for his good deeds.
Yeah, sure. Here's some +1. Here's some magical blunt arrows we don't fucking need.
Oh yeah, and you have 50 +1 blunt arrows that you guys bought.
He'll nod at that. Perfect.
All right. Does the party have 500 gold pieces?
Yeah, Ghost has it of his own pockets.
Okay. You guys spend the next. You guys on your own go and get the bow magicked. You come back to Lexicus. He transfers the rune on the next day, and then several days later, the party has gathered at the dojo. Have you, in this time, approached the vicinity of the tower?
Oh, no.
Okay, so Barnabus has been making sure you guys have been walking a wide berth around the tower.
Yep.
You know that the range of the ring's power is 100 feet from the tower, I believe.
He's actually... No, he might need the ring.
All right, so Mort ends up being flown back by Grakkel as they're double seating the flying Brune. Grakkel, it is a day and a half that you want back. Mort's disgusting, and he rode basically between your legs on the broom for 12 hours.
His farts cling. His BO clings.
How much damage?
Mort had 80 damage when he left the train, which means that he would have recovered over the course of 3 days 24 hit points. Does he know Cure Light Wounds as a
Mort
extra?
does, yeah. He doesn't have to.
Wand. Oh, you can use it as a alchemist,
He can use it as a spell completion device, I believe. Alchemist can.
but you can just make your own like cure lights.
Yes, he can do that too.
Oh, Mort?
Mort's alchemist.
Yeah, would have Mort... So they never got to the point where they would have stripped Mort's gear down. So Mort actually had his formula book and his alchemy kit on him. So yeah, you were... And do you know the Cure Light Wounds?
He knows the Cure Light Wounds, yeah.
So how many Cure Light Wounds per day can you cast?
He can do 5.
So 80 minus 24 for natural healing over 3 days, and then 5 Cure Light Wounds would be... what caster level are you?
Well, it'd be max level 5, so...
Okay, so 9, 5, 45. Yeah, when you got to Mort was fine. You didn't have to use any of the wand or any of the potions.
The real question is, does Mort request you land before taking a whiz on the road, or does he just let it whiz?
It's a broom dump. Dirty bird man.
You are fishing in the back.
Mort's disgusting. He actually pulls Trow down while you're flying. He just poops on the bristles of the broom.
End of it. I'm finding it funny now.
Okay. You fly over the walls of Foundry, and you're able to slip into Southwall District because no one cares that you're going into that district.
I had on my way out, I would have picked up like a couple of loaves of bread and some cheese and some dried meat.
Sure, you pick up some provisions, and you come back to your dojo your dojo is full of people. I'm just gonna move them.
Were you able to remove his shackles?
Yeah, assume. Were you able to do it, Barnabas? Or I mean, Mort?
Nope.
Mort's strength is what?
It's 14. But I think he would have been too scared to get big in case they didn't go with him.
Right. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets first try. He gets him off.
Yeah. Okay. So, you learn that Grakkel's also kind of a thief.
Okay. And
Yeah.
he says he's off. I'm innocent. Come on.
All right. Tsarra, Win, Spark, her husband Glaran of Woad, Chaga, Junker, Ghost,
He's being like.
Barnabas are all at your dojo. They're sitting quietly around the sand garden. Duckin is playing in the sand garden. You know that this is where Chaga, I think, bonded with Duckin.
Which map are we on?
We're on the Malefont Tower, just down below.
Just so.
I apologize for the delay, But Mort is in good health. We ate and rested, kind of.
Mort!
We are ready.
Aye. Fugitive on the loose.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a thing now, I suppose.
I need to take
Chaga
a
glances at Barnabas to see what his reaction is.
Barnabas is like, oh.
Grakkel goes in with the broom into like the shower area.
You clean up your boots and well, you just take a whole bath. Like there's a whole bathing.
with my armor.
In Nizumi, you drop something. Their rats are pointing to the Tetsubo in a blanket.
Holds it like a baby. Oh.
Goes over and grabs it. Thanks, guys. I thought this was
Not that you
forever.
care, but we learned that abyssal steel might be illegal in the Imperium.
What? From the bathroom.
Why?
I don't know, really. I never knew about this stuff until we found it, says Chaga.
I'm not giving it up. Fuck that.
Well, they tried. They were taking it away like it was special.
They just wrote in a report they suspected it was an illegal material.
It's also a vile material, says Tsarra.
Oh, sure, if you get hit by it, see what fucking Mort does with it. It's just disgusting. Sorry, with Grakkel.
Glaran looks at Tsarra like he doesn't know what she's talking about. Spark is sure has got a fucking mouthful to say about the abyssal steel weapons.
I know your opinion. Don't require it right now.
There's a chance that somebody's soul is consigned to the abyss if they die at the end of those weapons.
Yeah, you can rest assured they deserve it.
No one who dies to that deserves the abyss. The abyss is where the abyss is eating away at the plains.
That's how he said it. Okay.
Agree to disagree.
The Spark is speaking in
True speech.
true speech, yeah. So all of you are being spoken to like your mothers were talking to you when you were 10 years old.
Junker or Ghost just adjusts his the imp quiver on his back and puts a rope over it because it's not stopping a conversation.
It was outlawed by the Imperium because they do not want to feed their enemies.
Oh.
These weapons were deemed cruel by the High Pontiff of the Five-Faced God himself.
Yeah, they say a lot of things, actually. Not really that worried. It's not like there's an outbreak of these things.
Really? The High Pontiff of the Five-Faced God? Well, there's a man I don't want to meet.
I don't blame you. Yes.
What's a pontiff?
It's a guy with a big pointy hat.
He's got the biggest, pointiest hat.
His claw goes down.
Yes, well, you won't catch any of us using those weapons.
They weren't on offer.
Clarence looked fine. You guys are touchy about your...
As for your weapons, we might be able to sort you out with something else. Axes are... I'm sure you're good with them, but...
We've got our weapons.
Walks around Mort.
Yeah, blunt and magic are preferred, those.
A handful of those arrows might do well, says Glaran.
Have you updated them about the situation?
Imperial actually.
We're getting to it. So there has been a slight hiccup with our plan.
Everyone is listening. You could hear a pin drop in the dojo.
Apparently, somehow, Malefont has gotten loose and is in control of the tower and likely warming up the pit as we speak.
There is a deep hum that has started, I think, 2 days ago now. Below the tower. I give the rhythm.
Then
It is accelerating, but I don't know how fast.
Then our delay for a few arrows has been risky.
Not just a few arrows, we needed them all. No, we needed a mole. So we need a ghost. We need a Grakkel.
She nods.
I, on the other hand, I could see you totally doing without me. In fact.
Oh no, Barnabus! How many times I've listened you prattle on about the planes, and there's something to do with the planes underneath the tower, and now you want to bow out? There is no way. If I have to drag you myself, kicking and screaming.
Fine.
Does
We're going to get down there. There's going to be a weird thing, and none of us are going to know what to do.
does Glaran of the Woad have a magical bow?
Glaran of the Woad. I'm looking at the treasure you guys nicked off of them. No, he carried swords. He's got a non-magical bow.
Okay, we've got magical blunt arrows to kill a lich with.
Okay.
There we go.
Two items that we could have identified. That we,
Or 30 of them. Ghost will keep the 25.
Okay.
Or 20, like a stack to do other
There were
things.
50 in total.
He's giving 30, he's keeping 20.
We can buy more just blunt arrows, I'm sure.
We've already got some blunts.
is it worth looking at the items that we picked up on the train?
Oh,
Because
yes.
that might be.
While we're having a pajama party at the hotel, I think we probably better.
Yeah. Well, let me copy and paste out of that crap.
Fucking rafter.
Well, you were going on a pleasure cruise with Mort. You know.
Yeah, it's been a great 3 days for me.
The person whose weapons I don't have in this list yet is Bargle, because I didn't. Bad DM.
You expected him to get away.
I expected him to get away.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yep.
Belichick, I had plans for you.
Bella Splat.
Bella Splat.
You
You did what? Oh.
showed up. We were all shocked, like it was the real him. Like he actually showed up there to be like, haha, screw you in the flesh.
Really? Ooh, that is beautiful.
Staff of power, perfect.
Not that beautiful, but
We used to blow up the tower. Job done.
Alright, first things first. Spark. No fucking holy words.
And why not?
Like you fucking know I know.
No, I don't. None of you are outsiders. You will not be affected. None of you are evil.
Actually, it's
Neutral guys get the boot too.
it's any non-good, and well, I like to keep things sort of balanced.
These people are corrupt. Perhaps we should not trust them.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We asked you to help us take out a lich, and you tell us we are corrupt. Go fuck yourself.
We could walk away and just let him know you.
I apologize for swearing at you at my own dungeon, but don't be a prick.
we have your word that you're not going to play with the endless pit to the plains.
Do you really think I want a trip straight to hell?
I'm assuming a bluff is being queued up at some point.
That's a fair statement. Barnabas is curious.
Yep.
I'm not saying I wouldn't step through the portal. I might keep a hand there to keep a.
Are you saying you think I want to do this thing? Yeah, actually, yeah, that sounds kind of like a thing that you do.
39.
Okay, I need to check the Azada. A second. Too many tabs open. Gotta clear a bunch of tabs. I am not one of these people that keeps 400 tabs open all the time. I'm constantly closing.
Oh, they're
them.
good. Plus 20.
What's
I
that?
was plus 20. I'm assuming because I was allowed to look at the sheet before I'm allowed to look at it again.
Sure.
Unless it's like an advanced design.
Ah, no.
It's too busy being irate.
Yep.
You're not evil, therefore I should be able to do this thing. Yeah, it can still blind us, you bastard.
Very well. But one sign of corruption and you will get holy water.
Holy fuck. You really don't know how to keep your allies, do you?
There will be no swearing in the dojo, unless I do it.
I guess that goes for you too.
Spark, and like the rest of us, is simply agitated because we have such an evil foe to deal with. There may be situations where holy word may be in order.
Yes.
There is also
If it's absolutely necessary, of course. But if it can be helped, keep us the requisite distance away.
so I'll explain to you what he looked like. Perhaps that will tell you more about him.
Searing Light's a good one.
There was blue liquid that
Do not tell me what to do.
There is blue liquid that he used to become lich, and it turns like he has flames that are same color behind him, floating in.
Ba- Based on what he's describing, can Barnabas kind of figure out what the fuck happened?
He also has the child with him.
You don't know what the torch things are. It sounds like he's describing the unholy water mixed with mercury that is now somehow burning on his back in torch form.
That's a new one. Curious.
So what do you need? How will we do this? He looks like he is also in his room. I do not think he's in the basement anymore.
Yeah, that is a problem.
How long ago?
How long ago did this was? Before I left to pick up Mort. The night we arrived.
I assume he keeps his spell books in his room.
We never found them, so yeah.
So Malefont has all of his spells, has had time to take your friend in the tower and start to play with the endless pit to the plains.
Yeah.
She does not look pleased, but she's not complaining to you.
Does the pit make the humming sound that I was telling you about?
I have only been in that chamber once.
You can feel it from the outside.
He might be activating the pit. It is a way to send words across the plains to summon creatures, and she turns to Spark.
Yes. I have been in that chamber too.
Can you shut it off with your ring from outside?
No, you have to be down there.
If it is through the wall, just use. Can you use magic to make a hole in the wall and shut it off from